Hello folks, my name is Marco Landry and today I'm going to be installing some frame sliders on my 2018 Yamaha R3. So when it comes time to buy frame sliders, you will have a multitude of options. There's multiple manufacturers, multiple companies that are selling the frame sliders. I initially had the Sato Racing on this bike when I purchased it. And the Sato Racing are quite nice. They're quite well built. However, you have this metal piece here that connects on the engine mount, and the bottom part connects on the engine case. But when you put your engine covers, that didn't fit properly. So I got rid of these, and now I will install the Woodcraft frame sliders. For those of you who have seen my other R3, I have the TST Racing frame sliders on the air bike. I really like them. They're super solid, and when I tried to order them, they were out of stock. And since I have the Woodcraft sliders on my R6, on my 2R6, I figured that I would convert now to Woodcraft, and I'll probably change the TST Racing from either bike as well to go with the Woodcraft. So the difference between the Woodcraft and the Airbrains is that the Woodcraft have a full puck, so it's not hollow, it's full. And when you look at the Sato Racing and the TST Racing sliders or puck, they have a hole in it and it's not as solid, so if you ever have a crash, it will wear a lot faster. So that's one of the reasons why I really enjoy these pucks here. I think they're very well made, very well designed, and the way it's attaching to the mount is that you simply slide it on top of your mount, and then you take a bolt on the side here, and you'll see there's a hollow part, and you simply screw this in. And it's quite a long bolt here, so bear with me for a quick second here. So now it's too tight, but you get the concept. So that will go all the way in, and if you ever have a crash, it will probably scrape the top part, and then you can just simply remove that bolt and reinsert a new puck, and you're good to go. When I ordered my kit, I ordered an extra puck as well, and when you order the pucks, you have the option for the short puck, the long puck, and there's a dome shaped puck as well. So you have three designs of puck, and you also have pucks with different colors at the end. So I think you can have blue, red, gold, and maybe one more color. In my case, I just wanted to go with the plain Jane model. My bodywork's going to be black, so that's going to blend in quite well. And I guess that's it for the pros and cons of the frame sliders. Alright, so we're back, guys. So as I mentioned earlier, that installation process is super simple. 8mm wrench, and we will remove this bolt here, and it's probably going to be quite tight here. And the process will be the same on both sides, so I'm just going to do one side, but just be aware, or just know that the process is the same thing on both sides. When you remove that bolt, you will see there's a washer. Keep that washer because we need to reuse it. And we will take the frame sliders from Woodcraft, and again, this is just a two-piece design here. You have the puck and the mounting bracket. You also have this long bolt that comes with it as well. So basically you take your bolt, put it in, put your washer on top of this here, and I'm gonna put a little bit of blue Loctite on this just because there's a lot of vibration, and this is a very critical bolt here. So you don't need to go crazy, but I'm just going to put a smidgen of blue Loctite or tread locker here. And we're going to thread this back in place. Very, very important that when you do this, you make sure that this is well secured to the bike here, because this is very critical bolt. And I don't know the exact torque specs, but it should be between, I believe according to Woodcraft here, I think they mentioned it in the mounting instruction, it's between 30 and 40 foot-pounds of torque. There we go, so that should be solid enough here. And once this is done, what you want to do is simply use that bolt and the puck itself, and you line up the hole in the puck with the hole on the middle bracket, and you simply screw this in place. In order to secure that bolt in place here, it's a 5mm Allen wrench, internal Allen wrench or X wrench. And that's pretty much it, folks. As I mentioned, this is not super complex, and will definitely increase your or decrease the amount of money that you have to spend if you ever have a low side or a crash with your bike. So that's it for that. I'm gonna do the exact same process on the air side, and then that's gonna be it, so stay tuned. All right, guys, that was a 10-minute process to install these frame sliders. So that frame slider kit, again, is super well designed. It's super solid. You might need to cut your fairings depending on the type of bodywork that you have. In my case, I have the Shark Skins race fairings, and I think I will be okay without having to do any cuts. Again, if you order this kit, I would strongly recommend that you order a few extra parts. So if you are at the racetrack, you can simply replace the puck. So that's definitely a bonus if you don't have to wait for the parts. And again, I just want to reiterate the fact that the Woodcraft team is amazing. Every time I call, every time I place an order, everything is answered, everything's delivered on time. Super, super great service, super great products, and super easy installation process. So that's it for now. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please post them below or reach out to me on social media. And if that video was helpful, please do me a favor, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, stay safe, ride safe, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.